These 7 resume tips can get your resume shortlisted for any DevOps positions. Let's check them out. Number 1, remove all the infographics and any other graphics from your resume if you want your resume to be shortlisted by the ATS. Now, what is ATS? ATS are the application tracking system, and almost all the companies are using that in for their recruitment process. So, if you want your resume to be shortlisted, make sure your resume are ATS compatible. Now, let me show you a quick such example. Now, check out this resume. Okay, where you mention your name, your position, then your, of course, location, not full address by the way, just the location, your number, your email address, your LinkedIn link, and then go very beautiful summary, and then your work experience after that, your education, and then your skill set. Okay, this is a very simple, not much graphic, and let's check out the resume score for this resume. Okay, so now where to check the resume score? You can use site like resume Worded. Okay, and there just upload it. Now let me just upload it. AWS DevOps engineer position, and so it will take few seconds. And in the top of this resumeaudit.com site, you will see it's showing the resume score there. Second tip, a resume or a CV should never be more than 1 or 2 pages. Okay. Now, the word resume and CV in India specifically kind of seems same, but in Northern America or other out of India, it's a bit different. Okay. For resume, it's saying that it should be a consensus of your skill and experiences in a single page or that. Okay. But for CV, it should be the because of the professional experience and more higher, say more than 10 year experience guys, where they have much experiences and much should be of course based on their experiences, much longer professional history to show, right? There they should be more lengthy, more detailed kind of should be mentioned there. Okay, but there also it should not be more than 2 pages. Okay, because you have to understand that a company or maybe HR may be viewing more than 100 or 200 even 1000 resume per day or for that particular position, right? So they don't have more than 6 or 7 seconds to spend on your resume, right? And your resume have to be very interesting, very short, very concise, so that they can just have a look and okay, I like this resume. That kind of view they have to got from your resume, right? So it should be, there's a reason, 1 or 2 pages max to max. I mean, I will show best cases. I will show the example where it should be one, maximum 2 pages. Okay, let me show you one very good example for the resume what I'm talking about. Let's check out this resume. Okay, it's for senior DevOps engineer, right? And you see, first you start with the relevant experiences, then all the experience, all the positions we have, then the previous experience, and the right side. Okay, their previous experience. You might suppose, for example, you should be, you could have worked for maybe 10, 12 position, whatever it is. Okay, or maybe for example, 7 position. The first 3 experiences and mention the numbers, like what are the work, what are the thing that you have done, what changes it bring, like a star method. Okay, where it should be the task, the action you took, and the result, that kind of format. Okay, and the number should speak for you, for your skill set. Okay, and max to max 2 or 3 position you should be mentioning very detailed way, and all other previous experience just have a section called previous experience. Just mention, for I mean, what is the position that you work on, and the company name, the location, and the date. That's it. And on the other hand, in there, see, the right side you mention your contact information, skills that you have, industry knowledge, tools and software, languages, education, or other things, like if you're certified, if you have any honor, or maybe kind of rewards or awards you have got, those kind of things you mention. And see, all this thing, if a senior position can have in a single page, why can't you have that? So you should be having a single page or maximum 2 pages resume or CV for your case, so that it get shortlisted by the recruiter. Third point, you should be focusing on the what font that you use. Okay, ideally you should be using the font size of 12 10 to 12, and the font family should be sans serif Arial. Okay, and when you make the resume, make sure it's a left align. For example, if you see this particular resume here, see it's starting from like all the experiences starting from the left. Okay, and then people tend to go to right and see what is the content information, technical skills, the education, and all that. So left to right people used to go. Okay, you should be having a left aligned resume. Make sure the for example the titles should be maybe 12. Okay, and the text should be 10 point. Okay, so that's how you should be focusing on the font size and the font family. Fourth point, having a professional summary and professional contact information. How? Let me quickly show you. Okay, so if you see this particular resume here, okay, where this particular example. Okay, here first you mention of course your professional current role, then the contact information so that the recruiter can reach out to you. And this email, okay, make sure you pay attention to the email. So if you have a custom domain, for example, I have sandipdas.in or whatever name you have, you can just create a domain with that, say contact or jobs at the rate of that particular domain. It sounds so much professional. You should be having that instead of job for fun or say fun at the rate of your name. No, don't use that. That's make you so unprofessional. Don't do that. Use professional sound email addresses and your official phone numbers. So your family members should not pick your phone. It's you should be picking your phone. Okay. So make sure that, and of course mention your LinkedIn URL also so that they can go and reach out to that particular LinkedIn profile. And while after the contact information, you should be having a professional summary. For example, AWS DevOps expert with 10 plus years of professional experience in advanced team velocity by introducing common brand strategy. Whatever the professional description or summary you want to have, you should be adding there. This is very important and you should add it. Now, the fifth point, based on the job description, you should have particular tailor-made custom resume. You should not have a one single resume and you're applying that resume to all the position. That's bad. You should have separate resume for separate position. How? Let me quickly show you. Okay. For example, if I'm applying for an AWS DevOps engineer, I'll be having this resume where it's particularly tailor-made for AWS DevOps engineer position. If I want to apply as a senior DevOps engineer, how should it? Like this. This should be a very good example how I should apply for the senior DevOps engineer. If I want to apply for a DevOps manager position, it should be like this: DevOps manager, then DevOps manager experiences. If I want to apply for Kubernetes position, then you make the resume like a Kubernetes position. For example, see Kubernetes DevOps engineer or whatever Kubernetes related job that you did, you should mention like that. Or for example, is Azure DevOps position, then whatever Azure DevOps related work you have done, you should mention like that. So for different position, you should have custom made resumes so that it have a higher chance to get selected by the recruiter or the company. Make sure you remember that one. Okay. The sixth point, use keyword based on the job description. Let me show you. Now to make you understand about this point, let's go to any job from LinkedIn. Okay, so go to LinkedIn job section and there, okay, we have for example AWS DevOps engineer, right? And AWS DevOps engineer position, for example, you will find the job description like roles and responsibilities, the role key requirements and all that. So copy this, okay? And after copying this, you can use any site like Word Clouds, Job Scan, or Resume Audit. I personally like the Word Clouds, where just go to this word list and click on edit, or not edit. Go to word list and this option. Okay, this exact word from the text. This option. Okay, click on that. After you do that, just paste the all the text. Okay, and then what you do? Click on apply, and see it's showing you what are the most important keyword that should be present in your resume. Okay, and you can see this particular edit. Okay, you see based on the words or say the weighted words where it should have the most important example: processes, development, working tools, continuous the CI/CD part, the infrastructure. This thing should be present in your resume because the ATS, okay, or application tracking software, will be ranking your resume based on the keywords or the job description. Okay, so you have to be also intelligently putting all this keyword in your resume. Make sure you do that. Now the seventh point, that you should be using the resume builder tool. Now if you just go to Google and search about the best resume builder, you will find a lot of website. Out of that, what I personally like, this site where is the Novo resume, where you can make very good looking resumes. You can see the resumes here. I personally like that you should not mention your image or profile picture because it has nothing to do with the job, to be honest. For example, this resume looks good. Make sure that you don't use too much of the graphics, okay? And other than that, there are, for example, Canva, okay? So go to Canva. And if you go to Canva, you see there's an option called resume, okay? So click on that and you will find lot of example. Just make it, let's see, lot of resume example. You'll find it. So what I will suggest you, not use any like more graphics. Make it just use any say resume that have a less graphics. You can remove the graphics, like you can delete it like this. Okay, just delete it like this. You can do that and make the resume very simple, very easy. Okay, so that the ATS software can parse it easily. Okay, and use as less as possible the graphics part. That you have to make sure, okay? Because I found Canva, I found this Novo Resume. These two sites are excellent for resume creation, okay? But another thing, that when you're sharing the resume, you should be sharing the resume in a PDF format and not in a what or other format, okay? So make sure that you in your mind. And of course you can use say resume this resumewater.com to build your resume as well. So there are many sites, right? So as a suggestion again, Novo Resume, the Canva, and the this particular resume wallet. I found this to be very good. You can try it out. Otherwise, there is many option available based on your budget, based on, because these are the pro tools, right? So based on your budget, you should be good. Okay, by the way, Canva have free options, so you can use Canva if you want to do it for free. Okay, so these are the 7 tips that you can follow, and your resume can be shortlisted by the recruiters or any company, right? And if you like this video, please do click on the like button and share this video as much as possible. And of course, please subscribe to my channel. I am on a mission to make one video each day for 365 days. I want to see that you guys are getting benefited from this video. So let me know how I can improve, or whatever the topics you want me to cover. I will definitely make video on that. See you soon in my next video.